Hi, it's Jez from Nigezza Creates. Thank you for joining me today. So I'm going to show you how I made this cover. So we've done a little bit of time travel. So you've seen me make the ephemera. You should have seen the video where I did the decorating of the signatures, and now I've got the cover. But some of the cover started in one of the other videos, but I kind of clipped it all out. So yeah, so there's a bit of backwards and forwards thing, but I think it kind of flows in the video now. So yeah, stay tuned and you can see how I did the cover. As you can see, I shrunk this down to 4 per page, so I'm gonna make a mini journal. Haven't made a mini journal for a while, and I do enjoy them. And I've got this medicine box, and I have been meaning, because I do like the size of it, to make a journal out of this for a very long time. So I emptied this out the other day and I went, I'm going to do it. So got the box there ready, and these will be, they're actually ever so slightly longer, Jez, but width wise we're looking spot on really, so it'll work. So I'm going to get my little guillotine out. I'm just going to take the ends of this box off, which is much the same as I do with the cereal box. This is how I prepare that, but it's just on a smaller scale. It's it's sticky on that side because I took the label off, so you didn't see my Sunday name. There we go. Get that off. Get that bit off. So we're going to be, what are we? Just over 3 and not quite 3 3/4 tall. So gonna have to get rid of a bit on top and bottom, but that will be fine. Right, now this is where the seam is on the box. So get rid of that. So I'm just going to put gubbins there on that one. So that's going to be my cover. Just sort of check in. Is it about? It is about. It is about, Jez. It is about. So there we are. So I printed it off. When I do it so that there's 2 different pages per page, it doesn't do it borderless. I've tried everything on my computer, but I don't get it borderless. But it doesn't matter because that's still okay. So I thought I'm going to do this one on the outside and this one on the inside. That was the thoughts I had. So I'm going to get this chopped down to size. And then I'll have to leave it to properly dry, so there'll be another little interruption in the making of this cover. So that's the front, so that will be right. So we'll be sticking it on that side, Jez. So yeah, that'll end up being the front. Yeah, I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. We need to go down towards the bottom. So let's just cut this down and stick it. And then having this is 200 GSM cardstock, having this on each side of the, oh, I was thinking, there, that's it. I was like, I couldn't see where the line was. It's because there were a bit of paper in the way. There we go. Yeah, that's that bit done. Let's cut this one off as well, so that we can cut it right on the edge when we're gluing it down. So I'm going to use collar. So I'm going to have 2 bits of 200 GSM and then whatever this card is. not a lot. It's a little bit thicker than 200 GSM. So we're going to end up with a really, really thick cover, which is what I want. So let's stick some, put some glue all over the back of this. It's a bit shiny, but I think it'll be all right. It'll be all right, Jess. That's what I've decided. So I'm going to put the glue all over this. I'm going to have tons of it, and it will add strength as well, because this is colour. Widely available in the UK, quite similar to Beacon 3-in-1. It's a solvent glue, and cheap as chips. I've got a link to it in my Amazon store. In the UK it's about £20 for a litre, and basically that lasts me about a year, which is pretty good going for the glue. 20 quid for a year's supply. I'm looking for my spreader. There it is. It's in the way, so I'm just going to spread that all the way over this. You'll do. I'm going to put you to that side now to make it easier. Right, I am going to, so I want it that way because there's the braille on that side. I don't want that, so I want this to be the front. So I'm literally going to line that up on the edge. Get wiggle room so I can push it down so that it's right on the edge, and then we can give it a good little, I've put it on the edge, but I haven't got it right to the right up there, which is what I really wanted. Oh, it'll be what it is now, Jess. Be what it is. It is what it is. There we go. Oh, I was trying to do this, so I didn't get any glue on that. And failed miserably. Right, I need to get my guillotine. I have to get the big one because it's too big for my little one. So we'll go up there. And take that off. There we are. That's that. I won't do any bending of it in shape because that might cause a bit of slippage until it's properly dry. So we're going to do exactly the same for getting rid of a nice bit of a strip there. I'll chuck you though. So this needs to go up there like that one there. That way there. Yeah, that's where you want it, Jess. No glue. No glue, no clue. That's me. And then that will be covered on. But I will leave this. I'll probably leave this until tomorrow. Probably leave it overnight so it's properly stuck fast. What I find is it then bonds so well. It's like you're dealing with just a single piece of cardstock, so you don't have any movement when you bend. You of course could have just used a bit of cardstock and not a box, but this is recycling, isn't it? Recycling a box. And I go through one of these boxes every month, and I've always wanted to do this. So stick this down on there, go to the edge. I managed not to get any glue on that side. There we go. So now we'll just trim it down like we did before. I'm going to swap to my little one because I just want to get that little tiny bit off the edge there, and I always end up a little bit too far away from the top of the trimmer for me to actually see. There, got you. So now I've got a lovely thick edge there, which will need a little bit of inking to manage to take a smidge off that. So we'll just ink the edges to cover up the white. Alright, that'll do for now. I might end up trimming a bit more, but for the moment that looks about right. And I will put this under some heavy books just to make sure. There's usually no warping with colour, usually. And I'm trying to remember if I bought some mini book corners, because they would be nice if I did. I've got a feeling I did. So that needs to go on something flat, and then I'll come back to you and we'll get it ready for sewing in the signatures. Okay, so this has been under some heavy books for days now, actually, and I actually got to the stage where I forgot where I put it to flatten, but now you can hear it's really thick. It's like a proper book board now. What I didn't do, which would have probably been a good idea, is to have maybe rescored the creases again, because I've forgotten where they were. So we've got 7 inches, so 3.5 is the halfway point. And I did pick up another box to sort of measure how thick it is, how wide it is. So it is, it's sitting there on 2.25 plus an 1/8. So it's not even, because it'd be 2.25 and then a little bit more. So what I'm going to do is I might stick that in so it moves along a tad. Don't want it to move along a whole, right, not doing that, Jez. That's not thick enough, so I need a bit of card to put in here to shove it along just a bit. Not as thick as chipboard. Right, I found a tag that I made ages ago, so I think if I push that in there and put that there, I am going a little bit over the 7 mark, and it is about where I want it. So if we go 3.5 and then we go back 1/2 inch plus 1, it'll be slightly wider. So we'll go down there. So just get that score in. Yep, I can see it. And then we'll turn it around so we can do it on this side. So we've got 3.5, we'll go back 1/4 and back a little divot more. So we are slightly over the 1.25 inches, which is what I want, because I can't do it on 3.25 because I've made the signatures and they're a bit chunky. So now if I do that, I can see, yeah, that's what I wanted. That is what I wanted. Right, I'm going to take this away now. And remember where it lives, Jez. It's a bit difficult. I can't, Jez. All right, I'll let you off. Right, I'll put that back from whence it came, because I'll be looking for it. So now I want to take my metal ruler. There it is, hiding it. So you can see the little mess creeping in there. I have actually giving that a little lift up. It's going the wrong way. I want it to go the other way, but it's really thick, this, really thick. So just lift it up. Okay. So now I need to score down the other side, or we're getting, if we just, oh yeah, look, gently fold in. That is gonna work, but I do want to score in there, and I'm just going to go along these lines that I've drawn in that I can see. There. And then we'll put that one on that line there. And now that should bend over nicely. Hopefully no cracking. Although it wouldn't be the end of the world, because I'll probably put something down the spine anyway. So that's that in the right place. So let's put away my gubbins. That way up, Jez. Get it the right way up. So now, a little bit of cracking there as I went over. We're all right in the middle. There's my bone folder. Give it a bit of a crease down there. Bit of crease down there, and there is a bit of crack in there, but as I say, I'm gonna put something over that spine anyway. Such a thick bit of card there. Marvellous. So you're going to watch these videos a bit out of order. So I've done the signatures. I'm not sure if the video of putting the signatures together is going to come out before or after this one, but there we go. They fit in there really nicely. So just got to make the holes. Got to decide, am I going to put something over this first? Think about a closure as well. Got quite a bit of cheesecloth in it, so I might use cheesecloth, or I might use sari silk. I just bought some new sari silk because I was running out, so I might grab that. But need something over there, so I've got I'll have a little look-see. Right, I've got this really thick cotton, which I think would be nice. Yeah, and actually I do think I'm going to do this because I think it'll be nice and rustic. So got a long bit there. Might just cut a long bit. So let's fold it that way. Fold it that way. And then get my long scissors. There. Bit of that. Let's just put these signatures in. I got it up the right way, yeah. And then see how that looks. Coming around to the front. Giving it a tie. Just want to check I've got the right length. Yeah, but you want more of that. So need to pull that a bit more, so we've got more of that at the front. This is how I do it to kind of judge how much, whether it's ribbon, sari silk or cheesecloth, as in this case. Just so I've got enough, yeah. And I've got enough left there to trim, which I would do afterwards. So that's basically where I want it to sit on the spine before I cover it. So I'm going to put a bit of glue down to hold it in place. Just going to use a bit of art glitter, so I stick it down like that. I'm eyeballing it for the centre. It will then get held in place when I stick this on. So now we can pull that up. Stick down there. Lovely jubbly. Right, so I want, so we know this is roughly 1 1/4 inches. And what do we want to do? Come over about 1/2 inch? Yeah. So 2 1/4 inches roughly this needs to be. Yeah, we've got plenty there, Jez. Plenty, plenty, plenty. Right, now I might cut this with my pinking shears so it looks quite nice. What tallness are we? We're just 3 5/8. Right, so I'm gonna cut along here. There we go. So we want to go 3 5/8, Jez. We want a little bit of overlap, so we'll go 3 1/4. So we can cut straight across there. This may not be very exact. Well, it isn't exact, is it, Jez? No, it's not. It is what it is, isn't it? Yep, it is what it is. Right, let's have a little look-see. Yeah, that's grand, that. Right, so now I want to cut up here. I need to put a decent pair of pinking shears on my wish list. Just celebrated my eldest son's birthday, which means it's only about 5 weeks to mine. So I might ask one of my boys, get me some pinking shears. Right, so that's about straight as a very unstraight thing, Jez. But do we care? Not really. Not really at all. Right. So now we want to go to about 2 1/4. So we want to come in about that much. Right. I'm going to eyeball that. This is where you went wrong last time, Jez. I know. We'll get there. I think I might bin you. So Yeah. Could have done with being slightly wider. But it's okay. It's okay, I don't mind. Right, keeping the signatures in. Oh, actually, no. We'll now do it as though it's flat. Take them out. And we're just going to stick that down on there, that way around, so the straight bit's at the front. And we'll stick it down. So I'm gonna try something new. I'm gonna put a load of glue stick on it so that it's got a bit of instant stick and it's right up to the edge. And then I'm going to get Fabri-Tac. No, I'm not. I'm going to use my favourite fabric glue. Or at least I would if I could find it. Right, can't find my other pot of fabric glue, so we are going to use this. Fabri-Tac's really expensive for in the UK, and I found a fabric glue in Boys. Anybody in the north of England will know what Boys is. And yeah, I think it was about £1.99, and works really well. You have to put it on and leave it to sort of go tacky before you adhere, but you get no seepage through. It holds fast. I mean, I'm not really sure about its longevity because I stick things down and then I sell my journals, so I don't know if they last. I hope they do. I've not had anybody contact me to say that fabric on the spine came off, so I do hope they stayed intact. Right, I'm just going to rub that around a little bit, and then I'm going to stick you down. I'll put my glasses on so I can see. Yeah. That's not the straight bit, Jez. That's the straight bit. I don't mind it being a little bit ski-whiff on the back, but I would like the front to be okay. I think I've got ink on my fingers from inking a load of stuff. Right, there we go. There's me there. A little bit of cloth here, find a clean bit. I actually don't mind if I get a little bit of brown ink or whatever on this, because it makes it look a little bit more old and aged. There we go. So got a little bit of glue on the underside of this, but I might well cut that off anyway. There we are. So let's take that bit off there. That bit off there. There. So I can still feel that it's wet, but that's the cover. I may well, in the finishing off, put a pocket in there, but we're going to leave that to dry, and I will probably film the finishing off of the signatures for the other video, and then we can sew the signatures in when they're done. That's my nice little cover so far. Okay, so this should be all it is. It's all nice and dry, so now we're ready. All the signatures are finished. I've just finished filming that. Backwards and forwards in my time travel I am. I think I'm going to go that way. Do I want Foxy on the front? I think I do, although I do quite like that daisy. Maybe we'll do the daisy on the front and the Foxy at the end. Maybe. So that's going in there like so. So we need a template to know where all the stitching's going to go. So let's get that done. I want a scrap of paper. I had some here 2 seconds ago. Where he gone? Don't know, Jess. I really don't know. Will you do? Yeah, probs. Right. So take that there. Fold it up. Fold it up to there. I think that'll be about right. About right. I could measure, but what's the fun in that? Right. Yeah, that'll do. That'll do. So we'll have you. And got my bookbinding kit here. Oh, there's my scissors. So take that off. Let's get it the right length. So what we've got is 4 signatures, and even numbers are harder because you don't want to find the center point. Right, so what are we doing here? Okay, so I worked it out. If I use the centimeters, it's 0.7 of a centimeter is what I want, because it's 3.5 centimeters that way. So I'm going to come in with a different color, because otherwise I won't know. You're fine, aren't you? You're a fine tip. So that's 5, 6, 7. There we go. So that'll be 3 left and 4 there. So that's 1. So we need to go 1 over there. So that'll be 4, 5, 6, 7. There. Yeah. That's where we want it. So let's do it again down here. Seven just said, didn't I? Yeah, you did, Jess. 7, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 2 and 1, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go. It should have it right there. So now let's join them two up. It gives us our lines. Yeah, a little bit of maths. I had to stop the camera then and do the maths. It was proper doing me, causing me to scratch my head. You won't see it because I'll cut that bit out and make it look like I'm a whiz at maths. There we go. So that's that. So now I want to fold it in half. So that's all my middle dots. That's my middle holes. And then I go there. And then I go there. So that's where that hole's going to be. And then do the same on this side. Up there. Fold that down to there. And we're going to have just about where I put the marks, actually. There, I'm going to call this the top, so we know where we're going. And then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I like to number them, so when I do the holes in the signature, I'm doing the corresponding one to this. So I'm going to get my mat out and it's that way around. That's the top. So stick that down and we'll get me all. And we'll go right through there. So that's the holes made. So now, I thought that was nice on the doodah. So I might take one of the, I might take the second one. So let's, right, so now we need to fold down these lines, because that will make it easier. So it's the second one, and then that can go in here. Now we've got a slightly shorter bit there, But if I put that centered, it should be all right. Should catch in with both. Yeah, will do. Don't think any of the others are shorter, are they? That's the only one, isn't it? Yeah. So I'm going to get a little bulldog clip. Hold that in place. I was reading, so Mandy from Sunflower Doors, she just started a new Facebook group, and got an invite, so I joined. And she was saying about, do you get scared when it comes to sewing in the signatures? And I'm like, I used to, but I don't anymore. I used to worry about putting these holes and not quite getting them in the right place. But when you poke them through with it folded, you generally get it spot on. Right, I've got my new waxed thing, but I'm actually going to use up, well actually there might not be enough, so I am going to use the new one so all the threads are the same. So wax thread, I think I've got this on my Amazon storefront. I've got an affiliate link to Amazon, link down below, 3 times, and 3 times this, not 3 times link down below. And if you use that link to buy stuff on Amazon, then I get a small commission. Don't cost you anything, but I get a small bit of commission. Helps me buy things for doing my videos. It's a way of thanking me without it costing you any money. Although I do have a Ko-fi, and some people are really kind and give me thank yous on there. Some people monthly subscribe to my Ko-fi, and I get that there is, when I do a kit, I'm trying to do them every month, but it's a bit difficult with Ed being poorly. I've got one nearly ready, and obviously it didn't happen at the beginning of October, but then the September kit didn't happen at the beginning of September either. But I do one for just my monthly subscribers as well, as a thank you. I mean, there's loads of freebies on there, but I do a kit just exclusively for monthly subscribers. So if you do subscribe, you'll be able to get, there's 2 on there so far. I'm just getting the hang of it. But there's loads of freebies, because whilst I was getting the hang of it, just check you're up the right way. Are you up the right way? Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, so I'm just going through that, and then we're going to go in through the top there of the second one, and then we'll go, I'm going to pull the thread all the way through. Find this much easier doing it this way. And then I'm going to take you off, and then we feed it through that hole there, and it comes right through. Sometimes it doesn't, but sometimes it does, and when it does, it's great. So pull you all the way through. There we go. Pull that bit of thread through. There we go. So now you have the choice of going back through the centre and out, or you can go all the way up through the top. I do like going up through the centre again. It's just the way I do it, but I'm actually not going to be on this one. I did it the other day, the other way, and thought actually it was quite simple. So I'm going up through the top one. Just preference. You watch people. Some do it this way. Some do it the way I normally do it. But it don't matter. Don't matter really which way. It's a slightly different look. Let's not sew the tie in with it, Jez. That would be really silly. we go. Just pulled that through, and now we're going to go back through the middle now. And what you need to be careful of, let's pull that out of the way, is that you don't split this thread or make a new hole. So we'll go back through there, and then I'll just pull it all the way through, and then we're going to go through the signature. Pull my thread through. There you are. Right, let's grab that one, and then we're going to go through there, through the hole, out through the middle, without splitting the thread. There we are. That's how you do it. It's much harder on a smaller scale like this, but it's doable. There we go. So that's the threads through. So now we just got to pull them all tight. And right, I have split the thread there. I can just see it. So no matter, because I can just grab it and undo that bit. Because I can see it over there. I can pull it through. So if you have split it, you should be able to grab it and get it out. Good glasses for doing that is essential. There we go. So that's pulled it through. So now it will tighten. So we'll pop that one side, this one the other. So we need to give a good tug now. They're tight. That's tight. So now I go left over right, knot, and then right over left, and pull my knot there. I leave these because I might tie a little dangle on them, and that is the first signature. I've done it the right way up, haven't I? Yeah. So that is that signature in there. Everything's caught in, and that's that. So I am just going to repeat that process doing the others. I might speed it up as to do this so you can kind of see it, but it won't be in the long drawn out way I've just done it. I just like to go through and give them all a little bit of a fold. There we go. So that's that one in. So I'm gonna get the others done. So there we go. I think, oh, I forgot to look at the time. I think it was about 15 minutes to do that. And there is the threads all there, all nicely spaced out there. Now I might add a little pocket there at the front and the back. Got to put my letter from the bookmaker in there. I could put it, in fact, straight on there. I may put something on the front. So then I'm going to do a flip through, and I will add those bits so there'll be some surprises on the flip through. I'll probably add a few bits to the end of here as well, but that is the little journal. So do join me for the flip through, where you'll see the extra little finishing touches that I have added to this little mini journal. Just interrupting this video to say, don't use a very thin piece of cheesecloth as a binder, because it will just come undone. I remembered now, the last time I did it, I had a really thick piece. So I've had to just wrap a bit of sari silk round, and I've put some beads on there. So you'll see all that when I do the flip through, but I just wanted to say that's what I've done, because I've realised that I'm going to take a photo and the picture in the thumbnail is not going to look like what it was when I left you. So there we go, that's what I've done. I've left a little bit of a long bit so that it can grow and expand if need be. It's just tied round, it's not connected now, but I think that's okay. I do quite a lot of removable closures. I think they work fine. All right then, just wanted to pop on and say that. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you all again soon. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now, take care.